I am Michael Racelos and I'm here to discuss about DB2. First, for protocol. People create social rituals to guide their interactions. Halimbawa ay ang paraan namin makipag-usap sa isa't isa sa telepono. Ipagpalagay mo na ikaw ay nakikipag-usap sa isang kaibigan. Habang sila ay nagsasalita, you know to stay quiet. You know how to give them short breaks. If they ask a question and then stay silent. Kapag alam mo na sila ay naghihintay para sa isang sagot, ngayon it's your turn to talk. Computer has a similar level, although it has a term protocol. A computer protocol is an accepted set of rules that govern how two computers can communicate with each others. But people can break down each sentence and see that they mean the same thing. Even if the words are different order, unfortunately, computers aren't that smart. For the protocol of the web, there is a protocol for everything. Each type is suitable for different tasks. You probably heard them before. Bluetooth for device connectivity and POP or IMAP. Ang Hypertext Transfer Protocol o mas kilala sa pamagitan ng tawag na HTTP. Ano nga ba ang IMAP or POP? IMAP or POP ay dalawang paraan upang makakuha ng access sa email. Ang IMAP ay inirekomenda sa paraan na kailangan mong suriin ang iyong email sa iba't ibang device, tulad ng cellphone o tablet. So let's continue our discussion about the protocol of web. When you enter an address like http://facebook.com into a web browser, HTTP tells the browser to use HTTP rules when communicating with the server. Sa popularidad ng HTTP sa web, maraming mga kumpanya ay pumili upang gamitin ito bilang ang pangunahing protocol sa kanilang mga API. Ano nga ba ang API? API stands for Application Programming Interface. Sa konseptong API, ang salitang application ay tumutukoy sa anumang software na may isang natatanging function. Ang interface ay maaaring itinuturing bilang isang kontrata ng serbisyo sa pamamagitan ng dalawang application. This contract depends how the two communicate with each other using a request and responses. Para naman sa HTTP request, HTTP communication revolves around a concept called the response cycle. Ang sinasabi dito ay ang client ay magpapadala sa server ng isang pangangailangan upang gawin ang isang bagay. To make a valid request, a customer must include these four elements. First, URL, second, method, third, list of headers, fourth, body. For URL or Uniform Resource Locator. URLs are very familiar to us in our daily web use. But have you ever taken the time to think about their structure? They can create URLs for website, image or even videos of cute animals. The API extends that idea one step further to include names like customers, products, and tweets. Of course, APIs don't call them things either but give them technical name resources.
Methods. HTTP methods or verbs dictate the action a client wants the server to perform. They include get, pause, put, and delete. Each method serves a distinct purpose interacting with resource in the server, for instance. So, a client wants to retrieve information about available books or their order history. Pause. A client wants to create a new order by adding books to their shopping cart. Put. A client wants to modify their order by updating the quantity of books or changing the delivery address. Delete. A client wants to cancel an existing order. The next one is header. HTTP headers provide meta information about a request, offering details such as the time of the request and the type of device accessing the server. Headers are crucial for conveying additional context or requirements for the request. For instance, the user agent headers specify the client's device type, enabling servers to tailor their response accordingly. So, Header is a piece of text such as a page number or a title that appears at the top of every page in a document or book computer footer. Bale pag magko-code ka, di ba? Kailangan may header, yon. So next is body. The request body contains the data the client sends to the server. Unlike other components of the request, the body grants the client complete control over the transmitted data. This flexibility allows clients to include any necessary information for the servers to process the request accurately. So, the body tags define the document's body. The body elements contains all the contents of an HTML document such as headings, paragraphs, images, hyperlinks, tables, lists, and kahit iba pa. Noted, sa HTML is isa lang ang body na ginagamit na element. Next one is HTTP responses. So, an HTTP response is made by a server to a client that aim the response is to provide the client with the resource it requested or inform the client that the action requested has been carried out or else to inform the client and the error occurred in the processing its request. And the next one is status code. Ano nga ba status code? So, ang status code is an HTTP status code is a message a website server sends to the browser to indicate whether or not that request can be fulfilled. So, ito naman ang example ng status code. So, ang status code is number, right? So, kunwari, 200, yun yung status code. And the meaning ng status code is may meaning. So, ang meaning nun, kunwari, 200, okay request, succeeded. Makikita mo siya, marami siyang example ng status code ng mga number na, kunwari, pag nag-error siya, so, may lalabas doon na 500 na number. And then, internal server error or server encounter an unexpected conditions. And the last one is API. API integration with HTTP. APIs leverage HTTPS flexibility to enable seamless communication between clients and servers by utilizing various HTTP methods, headers, and request bodies. APIs empower clients to interact with server resource efficiently. API translate desired business outcome into HTTP instructions, facilitating the execution of tasks as creating, retrieving, updating, or deleting resources. So, may example ako, kunwari, scenario online bookstore API. Imagine you are developing an online bookstore API that allows user mag-browse, mag-purchase, and mag-manage ng book ng naka-order. So, yun lang.